Yeah, I'm not even gonna do a long-winded intro this time. This video will be my attempt at creating a new video series for this channel. There will be less memes and edits, and more of my rambling about absolutely unrelated topics. If you want to hear a nearly clinically insane guy talk about completely random topics, well, then you have come to the right place. I just want to start off by thanking all of you lovely viewers for the support on my video, The For Honor Experience. Just the clips of that video were taking about more space on my hard drive than For Honor itself, which is kinda crazy. I started collecting the clips for the video about a month after Sohei was released, so that was by far the longest project I've been working on. Editing that mess of a video wasn't easy either, but hey, the final result is more than presentable. Just while editing, it already became my favorite video. Want to know something funny? While making the video, I rewatched the same clips with the same memes over and over and over.
And over again, expecting shit to change. That is crazy.
Until I started thinking that the entire video is just absolute shit. There came a point where I thought to myself, who in their right mind is even gonna watch this? But as it turns out, all of my worries were unwarranted. Now, after rewatching the video, I'm really proud of all the work I put into making it. Extra points for it being the best performing video on my channel so far, since that is taken care of. It's crazy to me to see how much my editing has improved in such little time. Comparing all of my old meme compilation to my latest one just really shows how much has changed. Like seriously, just listening to the audio of my old videos, you can already tell that I changed things up. Funnily enough, you can now actually make out half of the words that are coming out of my mouth. Most of the time at least. Back then I was just absolutely winging all of my videos, which to some part I'm still doing, to be honest. If I can be absolutely transparent for a second here, I still have no clue on what kind of content I should be focusing on. Some of my videos did really well and others just absolutely shit the bed, which is absolutely fine, don't get me wrong. One thing that is glaringly apparent is that people love Sohei and absolutely love me playing as him and talking about him. Sohei almost is still the hero which I perform the best with. And he still is by far my most beloved hero. It seems like people love seeing good gameplay with him, but most don't like playing as him. Which I can understand, to be honest. When it comes to hero uniqueness and identity, Sohei really takes the crown. It is crazy to me that the only reason this channel gained any recognition is because of this mad monk, but I couldn't be any happier. As I already mentioned, video performance isn't everything for me. Some of the videos I've made really took me quite some time to create, which I hope that it shows. I don't mind any amount of time I put into making my videos, as long as my silly little rants and memes can make one of your days even slightly better. That really is everything that matters to me. In the beginning I was shocked just how easy it is to get your foot into YouTube. There are no barriers. Click record, edit your video if you're feeling like it, and just go off. This whole YouTube channel really is an eye-opening experience. I'd love to have even more contact with my fans apart from the comment section. If you guys would be interested, I could make a Discord channel, so you guys have an easier time reaching out to me. I got some more video ideas for the near future. All of them are For Honor related. Funnily enough, the one time I did something completely different apart from For Honor, it worked out perfectly. That Stalker 2 video was an absolute banger though. In my humble opinion, of course. Branching out to other games and topics is something I'm considering in the far future, but for the time being, For Honor still got me hooked. In the 8 years of this game's release, I only had very few times where I completely stopped playing altogether. I know this may sound cringy, but it really makes me proud to see how far this game has come. It still feels like Marching Fire was just released last week. Speaking of nostalgia, can any of you guys still remember the time where Warden and some other heroes could do a jumping attack out of a neutral guard break to one-hit you regardless of your height and health? Lovely times. If any of you amazing people can remember something similar to this old ass bug, please leave a comment. I would love to recall even more of these old game breaking bugs. Lately I found out just how much fun duels can be from time to time. Considering just how many matches I've played against Khatun just to make sure I get everything from a video right, I really started to re-enjoy duels. With Dominion just constantly throwing absolute random nonsense and bullshit at you, duels can be quite refreshing. Duels really remove a lot of the BS from the game. It's just you and your opponent. No feats, no perks, and your skills matched against those of your opponents. I have played so much Sohei that I have become confident that a damage buff isn't even 100% necessary to make him viable. What he does absolutely need though is more stamina. The amount of times I had to give up my momentum due to lack of stamina is just absolutely ludicrous. I can't reiterate how important the perk endurance is for him. It actually gives him the option to keep the pressure and not just gasp for air like an asthmatic kid. Something I thought of. You know what would possibly make Sohei OP? Giving him all of the defensive perks. And I mean all of them. From Bastion to Vengeful Barrier. How much more strength these perks give a hero cannot be overstated. Let's move away from Suai for a second and let's talk about the new girl in town, Khatun. I've been playing her non-stop since release and I've really started to get the hang of her. The amount of pressure she creates by just standing next to somebody and constantly feinting attacks is what makes her such a good ganker. Constantly being able to confirm attacks with her soft fan kick, or occasionally using her running stance to pin somebody, really doesn't leave any room for error for your opponent. Considering how much fun her basic gameplay loop is, with all of her soft fans always overwhelming your opponent, she's really hard not to like. But if you're facing off against some competent opponents, you will just keep getting guard broken out of every recovery and every combo ender. You do one soft feint into a kick, into a light, and you will get guard broken. Not even revenge will save you from this interaction. All in all, most of the things I've mentioned in that video, I still totally agree with. A part of my opinion of her feats. I still find her first feat, Relentless, to be absolutely useless. Just because Bounty Hunter is a so much better alternative. Her third feat on the other hand, which I call pretty mid, her budget fear itself, is way better than I've ever considered. If you get the final hit on somebody, the fight is almost already over for your opponents. What I've noticed is that she has a similar bug to Sohei, where if she hits you with her pin perfectly, your opponent can actually get 2 attacks into her pin, making her pin move that is already stupid even worse for the game. I still think that she should gain access to that fast light attack after pin attack, even if she didn't input the pin first, meaning she deflects and can immediately go for that up slash light. That was basically everything I wanted to talk about for Khatun. I am making a longer video with all of my explanations and even more thoughts and opinions on how to change her for the better in an upcoming video. To finish this video off, if anybody is even watching this far, I just want to thank you. If you guys have any suggestions or any challenges I should do, maybe which hero to play next or which hero I should make a video about next, please leave a comment letting me know. I'd love to get even more input from you guys. I'm still at the beginning of my video making journey, but I just want to thank everybody who's tagged along up until now. So, this is basically everything I had to say. I will be trying to get a Khatun video up before her early access phase ends, but once again, no promises. Oh, yeah, and one more thing before I forget. Watch yourselves out there, okay?